This Saturday of college football rolls on with a mid-afternoon feast. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Syracuse Orange and the Houston Cougars. Reese Davis, Dave Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rose down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
I caught up with the Syracuse head coach before the game. This is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Running inside, it's Hughes. It's a fumble. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. I don't know if it was luck or aggression, and let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Using his legs, it's Hughes. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Henderson. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
And the Cougars look to keep this drive humming. The run inside. It's Hughes.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Dropping back, it's Henderson. Going for 6. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. And likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time.
Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Cougar! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Angelic. Grabbed in the middle. It's Miller.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The corners are walked up tight. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And obviously it's still early in this football game, but after giving up a touchdown on the first drive and then coming out, like, the worst thing you can do as an offense is go 3 and out and put your defense right back on the field. So that was a big 3rd down to kind of settle them down and give them some more opportunities.
Complete to the left. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Syracuse right back at it. The give is to Miller. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just...
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Syracuse.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. To the air, it's Henderson. Looking to the big tight end. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Throwing looking angelic. Looking to take a shot. Catch in stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Cuse. And they take it in for 6 more points. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt. And quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And the extra point is good. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Houston offense out and ready to go. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Got it set up on the outside. Still on his feet at the 40. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
They executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him.
He unleashes a long one. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
And it didn't take long early in the game. That's the matchup everybody has their eyes on. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best DBs in the game. They're going to be going toe-to-toe all game long. That time, the defender comes away with an early win in the matchup, but the war is not over. We're going to see many more battles as this game goes on.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Punch it out of the air. Oh, he's got some space. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He wants to change this route. Back to pass, it's Henderson. It's complete on the right side. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage, just 2nd and goal. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Wide out trying to get it in. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, that's about as impressive as a short gainer catch as you're ever going to see. I mean, didn't get the first, didn't go very far downfield, but it was pretty lucky. He caught it with one hand. I mean, I guess there's that.
Looking to the end zone. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. And this run won't give them any more room to operate, but at least they avoided the safety.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Holds and fires complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I know, everyone's yelling like you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But when you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Syracuse needs to come up with a big 3rd down play to keep the drive going. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. He's brought down, a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
The defense thought in this game they were going to have an opportunity to pick some passes off, and what a great job. Down deep in the opponent's territory, he jumps the route, he intercepts it, and returns it now inside the 5-yard line, setting his offense up.
Touchdown, Cougar. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point was good. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the 2nd. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Orange ready to go on the attack on this drive. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Steve Angeli fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down, now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. Go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback. You know, defenders have to really understand body position and where the football's coming from. And great job understanding that, getting in the way of the route, knocking the ball down, batting it away, making a good play for that defense.
From the got on third down, Steve Angeli. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's caught. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
New running back, same result. It's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now on the counter. Maybe a crease. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Angeli. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Orange. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Quickly complete. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Motion from the wideout. Finding open areas. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Clock stops for just a moment. There is a member of the Syracuse Orange who is shaken up. That's the senior safety being evaluated by medical personnel. Holly will let us know what's going on with him. The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking downfield is Henderson. Dances away to buy time. Trying to make magic with his feet. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Hughes. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Going for the big play. And a It slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking downfield on first down. Keeps looking downfield. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
So now it's second and long. The play action fake. Gonna take a shot at this DB. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar. The extra point here would tie the game.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm, but this passing game can continue to heat up. Look out in the second half.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Of the half. Escapes the pressure going right. He's forced out of bounds well behind the line of scrimmage, and the defense will take it as a sack.
That is exactly what this defense needed. They have not had a great first half, giving up a bunch of touchdowns, but this might get them started. This might get the energy going and maybe rattle the quarterback a little bit with that sack.
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on second down. The run inside. It's Miller. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. We make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Throwing and jelly. Under fire. Working on the right. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Timeout Houston, their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Has to get there to move the sticks. Could be an alley. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Well, this is an offense that really prides themselves on running the football, and there was no question they were going to go for it there on 4th and short. Not only did they get the first down, they rip off an explosive play on the ground.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he goes to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him tote the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Steve Angeli. They're working that left side. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
He's got the tight end. Timeout taken on the field. It's the second call by Syracuse. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Makes the catch. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Angelic, looking for the score. Touchdown, Syracuse. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. One more snap coming before halftime. To throw, it's Henderson. Going deep. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. Let's start with the USC Trojans in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's USC able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. Moves them to 7-1 on the year, an awfully good start so far. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Here comes the Houston offense once again. The defense set them up with a turnover, and now to try to cash it in. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Finds his tight end. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
And the ball's loose in the backfield. And the fumble is going to go out of bounds, and the offense will maintain possession.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
Into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
The linebacker's showing off a little bit of athletic ability, playing some man coverage. A lot of times those guys don't play this all the time, so you see them kind of get nervous and a lot of times get that pass interference or get a little bit handsy. Really nice job seeing the football, breaking on it, and swatting it to the ground.
Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down. And dude chose to run out of bounds.
Rushes on him. And they got him.
And, man, a lot of times it's hard to outrun that blitz, and they bring pressure. They push him outside of the pocket. Nice job covering downfield. Nobody open. He can't find a place to go with the football, and this is exactly what you should do. Keep hunting. Keep chasing. They finally catch him, get the big sack on 4th down.
The Syracuse offense makes its way onto the field. This time, they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive, Reese. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football and put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now. They just got to make more plays.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Crosses to 30. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
And I love these offensive coaches going right back to your guy. I believe in you. Just because you fumbled doesn't mean I'm not going to give you the football.
Yeah, he's repaying the favor right now to this coaching staff as well. And doesn't it just seem like he's running with a little bit more juice? He looks like he's ticked off.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to their running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
Creates a little room. He's got enough to give Syracuse the first down.
And that's got to be so frustrating for this defense. Man, he's already over 100 yards. Like, they're going to continue to feature him, especially on 3rd down. And so far, this defense, they can't find the answer. They can't get him to the...
Here's a little room there. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Cuse. Once he got some room, it was over.
David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense option. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back. But when are these defenses going to show up?
It's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. Just, we've got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. If you can't jump out of your gap, you can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays, and those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And a lot of points in this football game, and these coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
Houston offense comes onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Second down coming up. Dropping back, it's Henderson. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
There he goes. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Stepping to the right. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Broussard.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. He's taking the shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Extending the play. Unleashes one. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of a hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback making checks. To the air. It's Henderson. He wants it all. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And I think the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him because they're locked in on that star out wide.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. Powers ahead, gets 4. He's down at the 10. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Find some fresh air. They'll mark him down at the 17, and that'll be enough to move the chains.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Creates a little space. Speeding down the left side. Past the 30, the 20, past the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Orange. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running inside. It's Hughes. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more period to go and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Henderson. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Got a man, it's Martin. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
Send the tight end in motion. Escapes the pressure to his right. Jukes his way for more. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Forced out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. Breaks into the open. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Houston wants to play fast. Wants to throw on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to pass. It's Henderson. Snagged in the middle. It's Hughes. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Gets rid of it. Intercepted for the 11th time.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Determined run, but he's stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Running to Green. There's some room. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. DB's right up on the receivers. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, giving 1.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to him on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Throwing Angelic. Finds his back in the middle. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the first down. Syracuse will be forced to punt. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. The defense got the stop. They could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Back to pass, it's Henderson. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Throwing on the run. Makes the grab inside the 30. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of the game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Here's the pressure. It's complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Going to take a shot on second and short. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Houston. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Timeout taken on the field. It's the second call by Syracuse. Now the brain trust will go to work on both sidelines. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Throws it deep. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Syracuse. They add a little more to the lead as they are right on the verge of ending this long losing streak.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end. But all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
And he puts through the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Henderson. He's taking a deep shot. He's got it on the outside. Off and running. All the way. Touchdown, Houston.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. It looked as if he got a hand on it before it traveled 10 yards, and that's going to be a penalty. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead.
Let's go. Ready, go.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. Timeout, Houston, their second. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down.
I just love when running backs make those decisions, and then they get close to the sideline. Some will take that advantage and step out of bounds not to get hit, but I love when they do like this and stick your foot in the ground, get downhill, get some positive yards because it helps your offense on the next down.
The Cougars are going to use their 3rd and final timeout here. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's brought down, but enough to move the sticks one more time and to move this game into the win column. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation.
Go, go!
And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets. And then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollock, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.